Hello guys, I would like to welcome you to the 5th video of the short HTML5 video tutorial series for absolute beginners. So in this video, we are going to be taking a look at divs and sections. So both divs and sections are basically containers that we can use to group HTML elements. Now, the major difference between a div and then a section is that a div, for example, has no special meaning to a web browser. So anytime we use div elements, the browser just sees the div element as a simple container for grouping elements. Now, when you use a section, on the other hand, the browser sees a section as a container, but on top of that, it sees the section as a demarcation for a particular section on the web page that you are building. So anytime we use our section tags, the web browser sees the whole of whatever we've kept in the section tags as a particular section on the web page. So to create a div element, we just have an opening div tag and then a closing div tag. So this is how we create a div element. And in between this opening and closing div tags, we can basically have any number of HTML elements. And we can also have even a div element inside another div element. So let's have a heading 1 tag, and let's just have the word hello, and let's close that tag. So heading 1, close, save, and let's reload our browser. Then we can also have another element like maybe a paragraph tag, and I'm going to write paragraph. Let's close our paragraph tag, p tag, save, and let's reload the browser. So as you can see, I used an opening div tag and then a closing div tag to group my heading 1 element and then the paragraph element. And mostly we do this when we want to apply a styling to a number of HTML elements, and instead of applying the styling to the individual elements, we simply wrap them with div tags, so we can style the div tag instead of the elements inside the div tag. Okay, so now let's talk about sections. As I said, to create a section, you are basically going to need an opening section tag and then a closing section tag. And in between this opening section tag and the closing section tag, you can basically have any group of HTML elements that you want, just as we had for the div. Now, what it means is that I can basically just copy everything we did on top here, and I can paste it inside my section element. So let me tab this out, tab, and let me tab this again. Good. So let's clean this up a bit. All right, so what have we done here? This opening and closing div tags are basically, for example, the starting point and the ending point of a container that is meant to group our heading 1 element and then the paragraph element. When we come down here, our opening section tag and then the closing section tag is also used to create a container that is meant to group all these elements. But on top of that, I just said that from this point onwards, the browser is now going to see the whole of this as a particular section on this particular web page. So let's save our work and then reload our browser, and we can see that whatever content we had in our section tag has also been properly rendered. So I am going to end this video by saying that you only use a div element when you want to group other HTML elements just for the purposes of styling them, and you use a section element when you want to group elements that belong to a particular section on a web page. So guys, that will be all for this video, but in the next video we are going to be taking a look at block level and inline elements. But in case you have any comments about this video, please feel free to leave them in the comment section below. And if you have not subscribed to the channel already, please do subscribe so that you'll be the first to know when I upload the next video. Bye for now.